Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm pretty much just going to be talking about how I handle college stress and just any advice and tips I can give to people who are incoming freshmen, in case you're kind of worried about like all the stress that comes with college and the responsibility and everything like that, because it is really different from high school. So I hope this video helps you out a little bit. So I'm just going to kind of share all of the things that I do that help me stay organized and keep me less stressed. Some of the things I might share maybe don't work for you, but I think you should go ahead and try them out and see if they do help, because you really want to try to get into a groove and find out what works best for you, because the less stressed you are, the more organized you'll stay and the better you'll do in school, in your classes, and just with enjoying your experience overall. So with that, I'm going to start off with my first major tip, and that is to get a planner. These things are lifesavers. They will keep you so incredibly organized. Being in college, there's so many different due dates that you have. You have finals, midterms, all kinds of stuff, and you're gonna have a bunch of different classes, so you want to make sure that you have all those dates written down in a place where you can like quickly look through it and figure out, okay, what do I have due coming up. I think my first term I didn't have a planner yet, and I was just kind of all over the place, and I was always forgetting about stuff that was due, and that's honestly the worst thing ever. And so having a planner really helps, because at the beginning of every term, your teachers will give you like different due dates for things for every single class. So it's really handy to be able to get those schedules and write down everything that you can into your planner so that it's all in one place for every single class. I have written down in here anyways, people are so annoying. This just helps you stay so much more organized, and it will take so much more stress off of you. So get one of these. My next suggestion is working out. I think that any kind of physical activity, like whether you're walking around campus for a little bit or you go to the gym at the, because like every university has like a student recreation center where you can go work out for free because it comes with your tuition and stuff, so you might as well go take advantage of it. But I think that any kind of physical activity really helps with clearing your mind and just, I don't know, it really does like help you release stress and just feel better. I take time to go to the gym, I think like at least 5 out of 7 days of the week. Usually I aim for 6 and like a rest day, but obviously you don't have to go every single day if your schedule doesn't permit you to do so, or if you're not a super big gym person. I find that going to the gym, I can get there super stressed and then I leave feeling so much better. And even when you are super stressed and you're going to the gym, you can have like a better workout because you feel a little bit more intense and things just kind of go better, I think. I mean, that might depend on the person, but that's just my own personal experience. I have the best workouts when I'm like full of emotions, really, whether I'm mad, sad, angry, whatever, you know? So that is my second tip. My third tip is to make sure you are always setting aside time for yourself, doing something like just me time, whether it is a face mask or you're sitting around watching Netflix or maybe watching some YouTube videos, whatever. I think it's super important to take time to ourselves and do an activity that really doesn't take very much mental stimulation. In college, you're going to be doing so much schoolwork and studying, and your mind is always going to be going. Even when you're just sitting in lectures, it does take a lot of brain power to just pay attention and connect with what the professor is saying and understand what they're teaching. You don't want to overwork yourself, so it's super important to make sure you take time for yourself and to make yourself feel mentally okay. I personally really enjoy watching different Netflix shows, so I will make sure that at least like every other day I'm like watching some kind of episode of Netflix. But just kind of figure out what works for you and what kind of helps yourself calm down and just feel more at peace, especially during times where you're super stressed. Another tip that I have is to make sure that you are always setting aside time to hang out with friends, whether it's like eating with them when you have to go eat lunch or dinner or whatever, or if you make plans to hang out after maybe class, or if you want to go to a sporting event together, something. I think social interaction obviously is really great, and it's also super good for mental health and for keeping your stress down, just because it's super fun to hang out with people that you enjoy. So make sure you set aside time for that. The next tip I have is to make sure you are keeping up with your family. It's super important to call your parents, text your siblings, let them know that you're doing okay, and just talking to them can really be super relaxing and make you feel comfort from home, even though you're far away from home. And not everybody is super family based, and that is totally okay. But if not, then maybe take time to call friends from back home that aren't at your university. Either way, I just think it's something that is really key to staying less stressed. Feeling connected to home while you're so far away can just feel like a support in the background when you're going through so much, especially during your freshman year when so many things are changing and you're trying to get used to all this new stuff and you're getting used to not living at home with your family all the time. So just try to keep that in mind, that your parents want to hear from you, your friends want to hear from you, and it will bring you a lot more joy than you think to take time out of your day to call them and let them know that you're thinking about them. My last tip is to always make sure you are setting aside time to sleep and to eat and drink enough water, because as our physical health deteriorates, it can also make our mental health deteriorate, and you don't want to add more stress just by not eating or sleeping or drinking enough water. So make sure you are getting to bed at a decent time in order to wake up for your early classes or your late classes, whatever. You want to get at least like 7 hours of sleep. Even just getting enough sleep can help you do better on tests and homework assignments and things like that. And the better you do on those things, the less stressed you become because you're not worried about it. So everything is super connected, more than you really think. So just try to stay on top of your sleeping schedule, and don't forget to eat, because honestly in college you can get super caught up in all the things that you have to do, then you're just like, oh my god, wait, I never ate lunch today. So just make sure you're doing that. It's really not that hard to walk to a dining hall. We want to make sure we're staying physically healthy and mentally healthy, and just staying on top of ourselves, not just on top of our work. So I think that is my last tip for today. I hope this is helpful to you guys in any way. College overall can be super duper stressful, but we want to make sure that we're making sure we're okay, because as soon as we're not okay, everything else becomes not okay. So if you guys have any more questions about any of this, or you want me to make any other videos, just let me know down in the comments below. If you are going to be a incoming freshman at a university, I wish you the best of luck. It will not be as bad as you think, and it's not as scary as you think once you get into it. You just kind of have to put yourself out there and just go for it. I hope at least this video was able to maybe calm your nerves a little bit and help you see that it won't be as hard to stay on top of your stress as you may think it will be. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.